Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night whenever you are watching this. Today's reading, we're taking a look at what makes you so magnetic to your soulmate, what makes you so irresistible to them. And to do this reading, I have 4 piles for you to choose from. I'm going to add the crystals and I'll be right back. Here I've added the crystals. For pile 1, we have this opalite heart. For pile 2, we have this hematite heart. For pile 3, we have this selenite heart. And for pile 4, we have this rose quartz heart. Pick whichever pile number, or crystal is calling you most, and that is going to be your reading. Timestamps will be listed down below, along with the decks I use. That's always in the description box if you're interested. Now let's head into your readings. Hello pile 1, how are you doing? Let me know in the comment section below. You've chosen this opalite heart, and I'm going to keep your crystal right here. And if you are ready to dive into your full Empress energy, then Empress Codes is for you. It's in the description box if you're interested. And if you wanted to book personal tarot readings or coaching calls, the link for that is also in the description box. Now let's get into your cards. So this, I didn't actually shuffle this card. I just, after shuffling your tarot deck, I pulled one card off the top. So let's see what that is. We have the Queen of Cups. So should I keep this? Yeah, let's keep it. All right, we'll take your tarot afterwards, but I'm going to lay out your oracles. We have health, first house, the body, and transition. So pile 1, I've laid out your oracles, and the first thing that's coming to me, because you have health here and the first house with the body, is that the thing that makes you so magnetic to your soulmate is your good health, is the fact that you take care of yourself actively and you pour into yourself. Especially with this Queen of Cups here, it's like you take care of your emotions. You make sure you prioritize your health and your well-being, whether that's your physical health, your emotional health, your mental health. Like, you really care for yourself. And also with this first house and the body, it's like you take the time to make sure you look very well put together and that you radiate health and vitality. And for some of you, this may even be an unconscious thing where they're unconsciously attracted to your good health and the way you take care of yourself. I'm thinking of that vitamin C experiment that was done, where it was like, even though the participants didn't know what was in the envelope, they were naturally attracted to the vitamin C one. If you're interested in that, you can Google it, because I don't remember the full experiment done, but that is coming through here. So I feel like unconsciously they're attracted to your good health and the way you take care of yourself, the way you pour into yourself. And for some of you, you could have a very youthful spirit, or just maybe you're younger, or you just look younger. You may have a very young appearance to you, and they are very attracted to that as well. And maybe at some point you actually weren't really taking care of yourself and you weren't pouring into yourself the way you needed. But this change, the fact that you took the time to change that and turn that around with this cauliflower and transition, the fact that you took the time to change that around is what makes you so magnetic to your soulmate. Some of you could even have gone through like a transition in lifestyle, in the way you care for yourself, and those things, whatever that is for you, that is really magnetic to your soulmate as well. Now let's pull your tarot cards. But overall, I'm feeling like the way you care for yourself, the way you uphold yourself, the way you care and pour into your health is what makes you so magnetic to your soulmate. Spirit, what makes pile 1 so magnetic to their soulmate? What makes pile 1 so magnetic to their soulmate? And also, I'm hearing that if you have not yet met your soulmate, then starting this work and starting to take care of yourself and starting to pour into your health and making that a priority will actually draw them in very quickly. All right, Spirit, what makes pile 1 so magnetic to their soulmate? What makes them so irresistible and magnetic to their soulmate? Ooh. and we have the Lovers at the bottom. Here. So we have the Two of Cups and the King of Swords. And what I'm hearing is that if you went through health issues and health struggles and you've overcome that, your soulmate feels very understood by you. They feel like because you understand and have gone through a struggle yourself, you're able to understand them on a better level, on a deeper level, deeper than anybody else. They feel understood in your presence. They feel heard and seen in your presence. And they feel like they can openly communicate their struggles with you without feeling judged or anything like that. They really love being in your presence because it makes them feel safe and seen. And also with this King of Swords here, the way you speak, the way you communicate, your voice even, is very alluring and captivating to your soulmate. It's very magnetic to them. The more you speak your thoughts and opinions, the more you express yourself, the more magnetic you are to your soulmate. And if you also have gone through any mental health struggles or any body related struggles, I feel like your soulmate feels, again, like they can relate to you. Like they can be seen by you because you've gone through this and maybe they've gone through it. There's some mirroring happening here, especially because you have both the Two of Cups and the Lovers here at the bottom. It's like they feel like you mirror that back to them, but in a way where they don't feel so isolated, in a way where they feel their struggles aren't just theirs alone, like you've gone through it too. And so again, they feel understood. They feel like they can connect to you on a deeper level because of that. And anytime their thoughts come up in their mind that are like shaming their body or maybe putting down their health or any like anxious and negative thoughts that could bring them down, when they're around you, those thoughts naturally ease away. Those thoughts are not really there. And also just being and seeing you helps them to realize that they don't need to be so harsh on themselves, that they don't need to be so judgmental on their body and all of that. And I feel like you two help each other and complement each other very well in that way. Even if this is not a romantic soulmate, I just wanted to point that out as well, because this could be any type of soulmate, but it doesn't really matter. You just really help uplift them and make them feel better about themselves. Make them feel like their flaws are not something to be so overly critical about. Like they can have flaws and that's okay. They're still lovable even with their flaws. They're still beautiful even with their flaws, or their struggles don't make them any less lovable or beautiful. I think you pour into them exactly as they need. You give them that love and that validation exactly as they need it, and it makes them so excited and happy to be in your presence. All right, let's get a few more cards to see what makes you so magnetic to your soulmate. What makes pile 1 so magnetic to their soulmate, Spirit? Whoa, that's the Cobra. It did come out reversed, so I'm gonna keep it that way. I think with this Cobra coming out reversed, it's because you're not overly critical of them. You're not overly observational of them. You don't make them feel like they're being held under like a critical eye, if that makes sense, or if they're being overly judged for how they appear or what they wear or how they present themselves. Like you just make them feel very comfortable, and not that they somehow have to be appearing perfect in order to be loved. I think you take that away, and that's what makes you so magnetic to them, because it's like for the first time in their life, they're around somebody who isn't making them feel like they have to show up in this one way, or making them feel like they have to be perfect, or making them feel like they have to be anything other than who they actually are right here, right now. And I feel like you do this by just showing up as yourself, by just honoring yourself, pouring into your health, taking care of yourself, being attentive to your needs. You do that, all of this that I've just said, you do it by just those things. You don't even have to say anything to them. It's not really about like what you tell them, but more about how you show up in your life, how you carry yourself, how you pour into yourself. And through that, they naturally feel drawn to you, inspired by you, and connected with you. And I also feel like with this cobra coming out reversed, what makes you so magnetic to them is the fact that they don't have to know it all. That it's safe for them to not know things. It's safe for them to learn alongside you. That they don't have to put on this show of again, being perfect. Like, you guys can learn together. I feel like they love learning with you. They love hearing your thoughts, like we said with this King of Swords here. They want to learn alongside you because maybe the way you learn or the way you teach is very magnetic to them as well. Ooh, and the other thing that I'm getting here with this cobra is that underneath the surface, it's like you have all these layers outside and your outside appearance, but when people really get to know you, they finally get to see your fire, your passion. And I feel like that makes you so magnetic to your soulmate, because this passion isn't something people see on the surface. It's something you really kind of have to dig deeper to see, but below the surface there's all this untapped passion, and they love seeing that come out. They love being able to tap into that and seeing you express that passion, specifically when you're talking about things that you love or things that excite you. Seeing you light up is so magnetic to them. They love seeing you excited and lighting up over topics that you're passionate about. They love seeing that side of you, because I feel like you don't show that very often. But when it finally does come out, it's such a beautiful thing to them. It lights up their world. It puts a smile on their face. I don't know why this is coming to me, but it's like on the surface you have this calm and collected appearance, but underneath it you have this wild side, and it's that wild side that is very magnetic to them. And I feel like it's magnetic because not everybody gets to see it. So now let's take a last few messages before ending this reading. Spirit, what last message would you like to give before we close this reading for pile 1? We have Snowdrop. Tomorrow brings the illumination of your hopes. Sunflower, practice courage each day. And Lotus, stand still for now and listen to your life. You can take these as literal messages, but I was thinking of the flowers on them and what these flowers represent. So I'm going to start with the Lotus. I feel like you are so magnetic to your soulmate because, like we were saying, you've overcome some challenges, specifically in relation to health. You've outgrown those things. You've bloomed and blossomed into a really beautiful being. And even with Sunflower here, you have this really powerful radiant light inside of you. And it's like even on the cloudiest of days, that sun will peek through, and it's such a ray of light. It's such a like a beacon of hope is what I'm hearing for your soulmate. It really makes them feel so energized. Hello from my future editing self. I felt really called to look up these flowers for you, and the spiritual meanings align so perfectly with your reading, so I'm including them on the screen for you right now. And now let's get back into the video. So pile 1, this is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you, and thank you so much for being here. If this reading resonated with you or you liked it, like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another video reading. Bye. Hello pile 2, how are you doing? Let me know in the comment section below. You've chosen this hematite heart, and I'm going to keep your crystal right here. And if you are ready to fully embody your Empress energy Empress Codes is for you. The link is in the description box. If you feel called to it, check it out. And if you wanted to book personal tarot readings or coaching calls, the link for that is also in the description box. Now let's get into your reading. This wasn't actually a shuffled card. I just shuffled your deck and pulled the first card off the top. So we have the Knight of Wands, and because I kept it for pile 1, I'm just going to keep it for all the piles. And let's lay out your oracles. We have Trust, Justice. Oop. Oh yeah, for you, we got 3 cards. A lot of cards kept wanting to come out for your pile. So I feel like first, some of you may have multiple soulmates that you're actually in connection with physically, but and that could be like romantic and platonic. But I'm also feeling like this soulmate that you're specifically thinking about has a lot of energy that they're pouring into you. They have a lot of reasons why you are magnetic to them. You're not magnetic to them for just one reason. Like, you have this layer to you that's just fascinating. You have so many layers, and all of them are extremely magnetic to your soulmate. So then we have Cancer, I Feel, Neptune, Sacrifice, Leo, I Will, and Divination with Chives. I'm going to lay all this out and I'll be right back. Alright, pile 2, I've laid out all your cards. So the first thing that I'm getting is you are so magnetic to your soulmate because they feel they can trust you, because they feel like you're fair and that you make sure to give out justice, to deal justice. You're fair in your dealings with people, and you're very well balanced. Plus, I feel like there's this intuitive side to you, a very strong intuition, and you may even be very psychic, and that is very magnetic to them. With Divination and Cancer here, it's also giving me the feeling that you have this mysterious aura about you. You're very mysterious and a little bit difficult at times. Even with Neptune, you may be a bit difficult at times to read, but your soulmate finds that to be a challenge that they enjoy. They actually enjoy learning more about you. They enjoy getting to understand you. They enjoy uncovering the layers of you. But also, some of you might either be a Leo or a Cancer, or just a fire sign in general. There's just a lot of fiery energy here. You seem to be very passionate, very fiery, and I'm hearing when you get angry, your soulmate finds that to be very attractive, because somehow when you're angry, you're like, fire comes out even more, and to them that's extremely magnetic. I would say even if you're angry at them, but they find that to be very attractive and very alluring. And then we also have Scorpio on this card, and it's just, again, that message of like, you have so many layers to you. They really want to figure you out. They want to work out who this mysterious being is, and it seems like they can never really pinpoint you or really pin you down, and that makes you very captivating to them. It's like you're always giving them something new. You're always presenting some new side of you or something new to them to discover, and it keeps them very challenged, but in a good way. It's like they like this challenge. They love trying to figure you out. They love uncovering the different layers of you, because it's so fascinating to see how multidimensional you are and how many different aspects of you there are. And they really, really enjoy your passionate nature and your passionate energy. And with Leo here and this Knight of Wands, you might also just be very attractive and have like very attractive features, or your aura is extremely beautiful to your soulmate. Like with Leo here, it's like your features steal the show. Your features are beautiful. Whatever those features are, your soulmate is so heavily magnetized to them. And there's, again, this duality to you where it's like you're so in touch with your emotions and your feminine side, but you also have this raging fire within you where it's like you're super passionate and you can go forward and be determined and make your dreams happen, like, or push forward. Like, you have a strong willpower is what I'm hearing. And all of those things makes you so magnetic to your soulmate. Let's pull the rest of your tarot cards. Spirit, what makes pile 2 magnetic to their soulmate? Whoa. Thank you. Okay, this card also. Wow. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Wands, the Strength, and the Six of Wands. And I'm also hearing a message that some of you may have had to sacrifice some things to be with your soulmate, or may have had to make some major sacrifices in your life to be with your soulmate. And to them, that's very respectable, and like they love you for it, or they are very like honored that you would do that to be with them. If some of you are drawn to pile 1, I would check it out, because there are some similar like messages coming through here. But what I'm hearing is that you're magnetic to your soulmate because of your strength and your willpower and your determination, your inner fire, your spark. And with this Six of Wands, it's like I was saying with this Leo card here, like you're very beautiful. You have this aura and this energy around you that's naturally just very magnetic. Some of you could even be models, I'm hearing, or maybe your soulmate feels like you could be a model just with your beauty and with the way you carry yourself. Some of you could also be very physically fit or physically strong, and work out a lot, or do strength training and things like that, and that is very magnetic to your soulmate. I'm just noticing something. We have this trident here at the top of this wheel, and also you have Neptune here with the trident. So somehow a trident could be significant to you and your soulmate's relationship, but I'm feeling like it's the way you take things that seem less favorable and turn it to your favor that is really captivating to your soulmate. The way you turn things around to be more positive or more uplifting, or to your benefit. Even a situation that seems not so beneficial, I feel like the way you turn that situation around, and this could be something you do unconsciously, but the way you turn that situation around and the way you are able to like alchemize that into being into working it out in your favor is very magnetic to your soulmate. And maybe some of you, I'm hearing, don't really feel like you do that, but to your soulmate, from your soulmate's perspective, you do. From your soulmate's perspective, you're extremely strong, and even if life throws unfavorable situations your way, the way you handle those situations is extremely magnetic to them. They are like inspired by you. They're in awe with the way you handle these situations. And for some of you, I'm hearing, if your soulmate has hurt you in the past or has caused you pains, what makes you so magnetic is the way you handled that situation and how you overcame it and how you rose above that, how you still persevered despite those situations. And if you did forgive them, that means the world to them. And if they haven't asked yet, it's only because they're afraid to ask and to bring it back up again. But in many cases, I feel like they really respect how you have overcome these struggles and situations in your life, even if they caused it. And at some point, depending on your situation, apply it to your situation, if they did hurt you, they will apologize and they will respect you so much more for forgiving them and moving on. Even if you don't obviously that doesn't mean you have to take them back or anything like that, but just your act of forgiveness alone makes them extremely magnetized to you. And we do have the Seven of Cups here at the bottom. So it's like, for many of them, they feel like you have a lot of options, whether that's in love or in life. They feel like you have a lot of options, and it makes you even more magnetic because of it. And the last thing that I'm getting here before we move into this deck, is that they feel like you're very divinely guided and that you have a lot of divine, like a strong connection to the divine and a lot of divine protection around you. And that also makes you magnetic to them. So, Spirit, what makes pile 2 so magnetic to their soulmate? What makes pile 2 so magnetic to their soulmate? We have Crow here. Yeah, it's exactly like what I was saying. You're extremely connected to the divine. You're we also have Oyster at the bottom, and I'm feeling like not to be like sidetracked or all over the place, but I feel like you've gone through like a major transformation and you're really coming out of your shell. For many of you, like you're really starting to allow yourself to be seen and putting yourself out there, or you're finally just energetically opening up more. Even if this isn't like physically you may not be doing anything different, but energetically it seems like you're opening up more. And that is making, so if you haven't actually met your soulmate yet, this is drawing your soulmate in. The opening that your energy is going through and the transformation that you've gone through, as well as the connection that you have to your own divine energy, and all of that is actually drawing your soulmate in rapidly. So take what applies for your situation. But yeah, the fact that you're super connected to like this mystery, and this Crow is also a little bit giving me Scorpio vibes. Not that it has anything to do with it, but it just is like the mystery of the night and like shadows and things like that. I feel like your connection to your own shadow side, or your connection to your psychic powers and things like that, are also what make you extremely magnetic to your soulmate. I'm going to read from the Crow card for you. Spiritually strong, creative, watchful. The Crow has long been a symbol of magic. A Crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the Crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities, past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with Crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, psychic, strong, clear. When out of balance, ungrounded, hypersensitive. To bring into balance, daily meditation and practice. The reason why this 3 realities really hit me strong is because we were talking about this trident on this Wheel of Fortune and here on Neptune, and I'm feeling like maybe that too, like your ability to tap into your psychic gifts and see beyond just what's happening right now is something that's extremely magnetic to your soulmate. Like your otherworldliness, you know, it's like you're here in the physical, but you have this aura and energy about you that people can't pin down, like I was saying, and that just makes you so like magnetic you wouldn't even believe. Okay, let's take one last message. What makes pile 2 so magnetic to their soul? A lot. Or I just can't shuffle these cards. What makes pile 2 so magnetic, Spirit? What last message would you... We have lavender. Take time to cleanse and remove negativity. And can we get one more? Thank you. Gladioli. Set boundaries well to ensure good growth. So the way you set boundaries, the way you cleanse and remove negativity, like we were saying with this Wheel of Fortune, the way you turn things around to be in your favor, and even if you're setting boundaries with them, the way you do that is so magnetic to them. The fact that you do that is magnetic to them. The fact that you don't just let people walk all over you, or that you have learned not to let people walk all over you, is extremely magnetic to them. So pile 2, this is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you, and thank you so much for being here. If this reading resonated, then like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another video reading. Bye. Hello pile 3, how are you doing? Let me know in the comment section below. You've chosen this selenite heart, and I'm going to keep your crystal right here. And so this top card isn't actually a shuffled, I didn't shuffle the tarot to get this. I just shuffled it and then pulled the top card off of it, but I decided to keep it for pile 1, so I'm keeping it for all the piles. So we have 7 of cups here, and let's get your oracles. We have grounding, Mercury, true love come to me, and divine guidance. So I'm gonna lay all your cards out and I'll be right back. So pile 3, I laid out all your cards and I just saw 333 on the clock. So that is wild. You are pile 3 and there was all these 3 energies. So, and holy crap, you have number 3 right here. I'm wondering if some of you are Gemini, but 3 energy is clearly very, very strong in your reading, in your connection with your soulmate, or maybe your soulmate is a Gemini. But yeah, the 3 energy is coming through really strongly here. You are so magnetic to your soulmate because of your mind, because the way your mind works, like you're very analytical, you seem to be very grounded and very intelligent, or the way you communicate is extremely powerful and very magnetic to them. They love the way you communicate, the way you speak, the way you write. I'm also hearing some of you could be writers, and or like you enjoy writing on your free time, and your soulmate could really love reading your written work, and maybe they're magnetized to you through your writing as well. Like just your communication style in general is very magnetic to them. And it's more than just that. It's the way that you can be connected to your mind and your heart, and how you're able to be open and loving but still be critical and like think things through. That ability to balance those things is extremely magnetic to your soulmate. And I feel like you're very grounded and very practical, but you still connect to your intuition. So it's like, even though you're grounded and practical, you're still connected to your intuition. You're still connected to a higher power or a higher source, and you trust in that guidance. And this duality, I feel like, is what really makes you very magnetic. If you speak multiple languages, or maybe even just like a different language, they love that. And possibly for some of you, you're from a different background, and this can also make you incredibly magnetic to them. They want to get to know more about you and your culture and your background. I'm also hearing they love the way your mind works, the way you analyze problems, the way you think things through, the way you communicate, and how you express yourself. They really just love hearing you speak. And so I'm also getting this message to be more open and more communicative, because I feel like some of you might be holding back out of a fear that your soulmate might not like it, or that you may run somebody out of your life if you speak too much, or if you're talking too much. And your soulmate, your true soulmate, is not going to run out of your life because you're talking too much. Clearly, your soulmate loves when you talk. They love hearing you speak. They love listening to you. So continue to express yourself and be more open to that, because it'll also help you to see who is truly your soulmate and who isn't. And I feel like they really love how open you truly are, how open your heart is, and how loving you are, and how much you care for those that you love, how much effort you put in. They're really magnetized to that, to the care and devotion that you give to the people you love, to the people in your life, your loved ones. And I feel like they're also really in awe of your relationship with your siblings, if you have them. Like, take what applies. But for some of you, I feel like your soulmate really, really loves the relationship you have with your siblings, the way you care for your siblings, or the way you guys treat each other. And that magnetizes them to you. just the way you care for others and the way you treat others and the way you speak to others is also extremely magnetic to your soulmate. And your heart is just so beautiful to them. They love how caring you are, how grounded you are, how much you care for others, and just how you see the world. They love hearing you speak about your thoughts and opinions because they love how you see the world. Your perspectives on the world are so beautiful to them, and that makes you so magnetic. They just love your heart, and when you speak, you really pour your heart out. You're really pouring your heart into your words, and they feel that and they love that. It draws them in. Let's see what else makes you so magnetic to your soulmate. Spirit, what makes pile 3 so magnetic to their soulmate? Thank you. We have the Devil and the 3 of Pentacles. Another 3? That's crazy. All right. I feel like getting one more. Thank you. Yeah, it's like we were saying with this Page of Swords. Here, the way you communicate, your way of expressing yourself, all of that makes you just so magnetic. With this Devil here, I feel like you do have this allure to you, this attraction, and it's something that they will never be able to like let go of. So even if you haven't met them yet, something about your energy is just pulling on their heartstrings. So it's like, even if in the physical 3D you have not yet met your soulmate, they just know you exist. They just know and feel your presence. And they're like attracted to it. They can't help but be attracted to it. Even if they don't have any physical confirmations of your existence, it's like just deep down there's this pull and they just know it. This Devil here, it makes me feel like you have this like rebellious side to you, or this unconventional side to you, that maybe you don't walk the path in a traditional sense, and you have this wild side to you, and you might be a little bit more daring and a little bit more adventurous than you let on, or than people may think. But I'm really feeling like your soulmate is so magnetized to you because of the way you live your life and the way you are dedicated, and like the attachments that you form, the way you care for the people that are in your life, the way you are loyal to those people, your loyalty and your like presence, the way you show up for them, and your wild side, like your wild nature, your unconventional side, your rebellious side, the side of you that maybe not a lot of people see, but your soulmate definitely sees it. I also feel like even if you have not yet met your soulmate in the physical, they have a lot of dreams about you. They have a lot of fantasies about you, or they see you in their dreams or in their visions. And so it's like they're being magnetically drawn to your energy in that way. You're just someone that they cannot ignore, someone that they almost feel a little bit attached and addicted to. Like your energy is just very addictive to them, and they can't get enough of you. Again, even if they haven't met you in the 3D, I feel like emphasizing that for some point in your reading specifically, or in your pile in specific. But so maybe some of you really haven't met this person yet, but there's this feeling of like, even if we haven't yet met, your energy is alluring, your energy is addictive, and somehow, some way, you're always like pulling on their energy. And even though you feel this way with this 3 of Pentacles, what makes you so magnetic is that you're still able to be wild and have all of your fun, but be grounded and put in effort and work and like be stable, or at least work to stability. Like you're able to have that balance of both. I'm pretty sure I was mentioning duality earlier, and that's like your ability to have that duality is what makes you so magnetic to your soulmate. You're able to work really well with others, that you're able to be a very team oriented, like you're very good with teamwork or team projects, or like being a member of a team, like you're able to be very helpful to others, and this makes you so magnetic to your soulmate. The way you show up for others, like I said, the way you work well with others, the way you are able to balance the spiritual side of yourself with the practical, like material side of you. So let's pull one last, or well, I have one more deck after this, but Spirit, what makes pile 3 so magnetic to their soulmate? Thank you. We have buffalo, fish, and butterfly. I feel like this is so perfect for your reading because you have air, water, and earth here, which is kind of what I'm seeing here with your everything else in your card. So this is just like confirming everything we've been talking about. Your soulmate finds you magnetic because you're grounded, you're stable, you're a source of security for many people. But that doesn't mean you don't have this wild and fun side, that you're not capable of having fun and enjoying yourself. But you're also very analytical and very critical, like a very critical thinker. And you're able to ground yourself while having fun and while being this open communicator. And your loyalty to people, your dedication to people, your teamwork and your effort to build out something more with others is very magnetic to your soulmate. And the care and dedication that you have to your family or to the people that you love, again, that's coming through, is something that's really important to your soulmate and something that they find very magnetic and attractive about you. They just love that you pour into your family in this way or into your loved ones in this way, and that you are really like moving from the heart. Anything you do, it's from your heart, and they know it. So your intentions are always really pure. Even no matter what it is that you're doing, it's always like with love. And that's something that they really admire and are drawn to, magnetically captivated by. So let's pull your last message from Spirit. Spirit, what last message would you like to add to this reading? We have Blushing Bride. Your intentions and heart deserve to be known. So pile 3, take this as a message that if you are not expressing what is on your heart out of fear of running your soulmate away, know that you're actually keeping your soulmate from you, because they want to hear what's on your heart. They want to hear your thoughts and opinions, and they want to hear you speak. They really love hearing you speak. So if anybody doesn't want to hear you speak, that's not your soulmate. Because your soulmate loves hearing you speak, no matter what you're talking about. It could be talking about stresses from your day. It could be talking about negative things too. And they still love hearing you speak. They still want to be in your presence when you're talking, because they just love how passionate you are and how much love you have when you're speaking. I feel like getting one more. Whoa. Baby's breath. Everlasting success is assured if you remain honest and true. So I feel like for those of you who have not yet met your soulmate, if you continue to be more expressive and start to open yourself up in that way and no longer hold back, I feel like it's going to help align you with that person. But for those of you who already have met it, and this is just like a confirmation reading, keep being authentically yourself. Keep speaking your mind. Keep expressing yourself, and remain true to your core nature, because that's what draws your soulmate in. That's what they love. You don't have to curate yourself to be anything for your soulmate. You don't have to change yourself for them. You already are beautiful exactly as you are, and your true nature and essence is what is so magnetic to them. So pile 3, this is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you, and thank you so much for being here. If this reading resonated, then like the video or subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another video or reading. Bye. Hello pile 4, how are you doing? Let me know in the comment section below. You've chosen this rose quartz heart, and I'm going to keep your crystal right here. And if you are ready to dive into your full Empress energy, Empress Codes is for you. The link is in the description box. If you feel called to it, check it out. And if you wanted to book personal tarot readings or coaching calls, the link for that is also in the description box. So this card wasn't something I shuffled. It was just after I shuffled your tarot deck, I pulled the top card off. So we have the 9 of Pentacles here. And we also have Ritual, Mars with Force, Mercury retrograde reinvention, Success, and Peace. Let me lay all your cards out and I'll be right back. Hello pile 4. So I've laid out all your cards, and what I'm getting, the first thing that I'm getting is that your eye contact with your soulmate is super powerful. Something about eye contact with you and your soulmate is extremely strong and magnetic for your soulmate. And with Mars here and Force, I want to talk about that first, because I feel like you have a very strong drive and you have a very strong willpower. You may also have a very strong drive in other areas, and that also is very magnetic to your soulmate. Even with corn here, I don't know why, but these things are coming through. But it's your drive and your ability to change things around for yourself. With Success here, it's your success, your desire to have success, your ability to go after success. Whatever success means to you, your soulmate is magnetized to that desire of yours for success, is magnetized to your success, and not in a shallow way, but like in a way with respect and admiration for what you have achieved in your life. Even if you feel like you haven't achieved much, to your soulmate, from their perspective, you've actually achieved quite a bit, and you seem to be on your way to achieving much more. And it's because of this drive and this determination and willpower that you have, this fire to make sure that your success happens, to make sure that you're realizing your goals in your 3D. That determination makes your soulmate so attracted to you, makes them magnetized to you. And I also feel like they feel very at peace in your presence. They feel calm in your presence. I feel like they feel relaxed, and even if they may be a bit nervous at times, once they get into your presence and actually are around you, they feel very at peace and very calm. And that might even scare them to a certain degree. Some of your soulmates might be scared by that when they walk away from that. But in the moment, they definitely love that peace that you bring to their life. And you are a source of peace in their life. Even if you haven't met yet, with this Mercury retrograde card here, it's giving me the feeling that for many of you, you may have gone in cycles with your soulmate. Some of you may have gone through separation and like coming back together and that sort of cycle with your soulmate, and maybe you guys needed to in order to grow and evolve and mature for some of you. But through it all, your soulmate has never really, of course, they have not forgotten about you, and you're still very attractive to them, and the cycles that you've been through have only made you more magnetic to them. And for some of you, this could have just been cycles that you've gone through personally in your life that have shaped you to who you are right now. And your soulmate finds the way that you've moved through these cycles and your background in general to be very magnetic. Your ability to create wealth in your life and to, again, be this force, this strong force and presence in your soulmate's life or in your own life is extremely magnetic to your soulmate. I feel like your ability to put in the effort, to put in the work, to make your dreams a reality, to make your success happen is extremely captivating and alluring and magnetic to your soulmate. They love to see you putting in that work. They love to see how dedicated you are, how ambitious you are. Your ambition is also extremely magnetic to them. They also love how independent you are, how free-willed you are, and how much like you enjoy cultivating your own independence. And I think by you being able to be independent, you're also able to be interdependent in this relationship once you get together. And I feel like they're so magnetized to you because of that, because it almost gives them this sense of peace where they don't feel like they have to take on your responsibilities. They know you got it. They know you're going to take care of yourself. They know you have the capability of taking care of yourself, so your relationship can flourish. And they don't have to be sitting here worried about taking on your responsibilities, because for some of you, your soulmate might have experienced that in their life, that they've had to take on responsibilities for other people, but being with you is so refreshing because you take care of your own shit. Like, they don't got to do things for you. They don't have to sit there and take on your responsibilities. You can handle your own stuff. Like, you're capable of being independent. And so through that, you guys can work together and build. And this also kind of gives me like power couple vibes, if you're asking about a romantic relationship. If not, this is just like somebody who feels refreshed being in your energy because you have the drive and determination to go after the things you want, and because of your independent nature, because you're not relying on them to be like a source of light for you. Like, you got that for yourself. And like, you make things happen for yourself. So now let's get into your tarot. Spirit, we also have the Fool here at the bottom. So maybe some of you are having a new beginning with your soulmate. For some reason in your pile in specific, there's a lot of that sort of energy coming through, of like beginning and ending in cycles. And maybe if some of you are now finally closing out an old cycle and are ready to begin something new with your soulmate. So take what applies. But Spirit, what makes pile 4 so magnetic to their soulmate? What makes pile 4 so magnetic to their soulmate? Wow, another Pentacle card. And this is the King of Pentacles. So your ability to create wealth, your work ethic, your ability to work, and you're not lazy. Like, I feel like even if you have moments of laziness, everybody does, but this is more of like your general energy of like putting in work, being dedicated, hardworking. All of that is very magnetic to your soulmate. I also want to say, when you express your feelings to your soulmate, they find that to be so captivating. They're so drawn in when you do that. Like, they love hearing how you feel, because maybe you don't naturally express that very often, but when you do, damn, that is so magnetic to them. They love hearing you tell them how you're feeling. When you make your desire for attention known to your soulmate, they love that. They want to know. They want to hear it. They want to know your needs, because they love hearing these things. And because you're so independent and you take care of yourself, when you express a need or when you express a desire for them, they want to fulfill it. They enjoy that because they know it's not coming from this neediness, but it's coming from this place of like love and like this reciprocal place. So Spirit, what makes pile 4 so magnetic to their soulmate? I'm hearing that they find you to be extremely attractive. And even if you're not their typical type, there's something about you that they find to be very attractive physically, even if it's not in alignment with their typical type, like I said. Whoa. Thank you, Spirit. we have the High Priestess and the Chariot. Wow, you have a lot of powerful cards coming through. I feel like your ability to connect with your emotions and be a bit softer with your soulmate is also very magnetic to them. They love your soft side. They love your sweet side, and like how you can be this fiery, determined and strong individual, but also have this sweet and like delicate side to you, and this emotional side, or this side that's very connected to your emotions and to your inner self. Also with this High Priestess, I feel like, again, that thing about cycles is coming through here. So no matter what happens, your soulmate is always being drawn back to you. Intuitively, unconsciously, they're constantly like thinking about you. You are always in their thoughts, or you're always on their in their subconscious. Like, you are not going anywhere. You're there to stay. And even with this Chariot, it seems like they feel very drawn to you in ways that they cannot explain fully. And it doesn't necessarily always make sense to them, but they just can't help but feel drawn to you, feel like they want to be in your presence, feel like they want to make moves towards you. And for others of you, I feel like your soulmate is really magnetized to your mystery, to the mystery of who you are, to the mystery of like your thoughts and opinions, and what's going on beneath the surface. Like, they really want to get to know what's going on beneath the surface. On the surface, they see all these things, but there's so much more depth to you. There's so much more below the surface, and they really want to get to know that. They love unraveling that, uncovering that, getting to know you on a deeper level. And others of you with this Chariot here, they love going on drives with you. They love car rides with you. They love watching you drive, even for some of you. That is coming through. They like being in the car or traveling with you, exploring new things with you, having adventures with you. I feel like you guys have been through a journey of growing together, even if it's not together 3D, it's together in the 5D. Like, you've been supporting each other a lot in your growth, and they're really magnetized to you because of that. And if you haven't met them in the 3D, I feel like you may end up meeting them very soon, because we have this Chariot card here. So like coming at the end specifically. So I feel like you've already gone through a lot of your journey, and now you guys might end up either reconnecting or connecting in the 3D for the first time. So let's see. Spirit, what makes pile 4 so magnetic to their soulmate? What makes pile 4 so magnetic to their soulmate? I feel like it's because with you, things don't feel repetitive. Even if you've gone through, hold on. We have the Moth card here. Even if you've gone through cycles with this person, it never feels repetitive. It never feels boring. Like, with you, life doesn't feel boring, or there's aspects of you that are just so intriguing that they never get bored. That they just happen to be intrigued always. Like, there's just something fascinating about you that constantly keeps them learning more, wanting to know you better. They do not feel bored around you. They love being around you. You excite them. You make things very fun and new for them. Even if it's not like you actively seeking to do that, just being in your presence naturally does that. Wherever you guys go, whatever you see together, it's always new, fun, and exciting to them. And every time they see you, it feels that way. Again, even if you're living together, like, of course, when you're living together, there's boring moments, but even in those moments, it's never boring to the point where they're like disinterested. It's boring because of peace and contentment. All of that is extremely magnetic to your soulmate. So I'm also feeling called to show you this rose card here. You are divinely loved and protected with grace. It didn't come out, but I felt Spirit telling me to show you. So Spirit, what last message would you like to give pile 4? We have baby's breath. Everlasting success is assured if you remain honest and true. Also, baby's breath always reminds me of weddings, and I didn't get that in the last pile when it came up, but for you, I'm getting weddings. So maybe this is somebody that you see a future with, or maybe you will have like a commitment with them, and that could also be something that magnetizes them to you, or makes you so magnetic to them because of the fact that you're not afraid to commit. And forget me not, always remain true to your intentions. So I feel like being honest with your intentions with them, or just being honest in general, makes you very magnetic. Remaining true to your intentions, being upfront with them, those things make you extremely magnetic to them. So pile 4, this is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you, and thank you so much for being here. If this reading resonated, then like the video or subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another video or reading. Bye.